Believers, it's that time again. I hope you like snakes because we're going to be talking about reptiles, so stick around and come right back.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Oh my God.
There we go.
Whoa, that thing is super short now.
Yeah, right? This is the kind of energy we need to start with.
Remember when the intro was like a minute 30?
I miss those days. I've been
Remember
going
when we
back
used to
through
just-
old after shows.
Go watch old AfterBuzz and see the 1 minute 30 intro.
There we go.
Gave
Let's
us
just
time
enjoy this,
before we
though.
had to Vogue.
There we go.
Oh my God.
RuPaul is actually a really good singer.
Yes.
Guys,
Queen.
it's about that
They
time
call
again.
me mother.
It's time for the Lucha Underground After Show right here on AfterBuzz TV. As
I
you
gotta
can see, it's a party because guess who's back?
Guess who's back in the house?
Oh, now it makes sense.
Call
I'm so
me
glad
mother.
she's back. Oh.
Hi, mommy's home.
My name is Ty Matthews. You guys can find me on all forms of social media at Ty Matthews PMA. But more importantly than that, to my left, making her triumphant return to the panel. You can find her online at Rachel Sam Evans or Rachel Sam Vans, depends on how your brain works or how my brain works.
Yeah.
Guys, this is Rachel Evans.
I'm so happy to be back.
Very
I missed you
excited.
guys. I missed you guys so much.
It's been so long.
I was around
So much has happened.
So much has happened. I've been around so many normies, and I'm ready to talk about wrestling.
There you
Yes.
go. Two Rachel's left. Been here since day one. Member of the OG crew. You can find him online at Jimbo in the booth. But right now he's not in the booth. He's at the table. Guys, it's James Frank.
I got a snag.
You got a
It's a slippery
Slippery
snake.
snag.
And also we talked about it a couple weeks ago. Thanks to Rachel, that's why this happened. But I hosted a panel at San Diego Comic-Con for Gamma Ray
Yes.
TV with Taya and Chavo Guerrero and Marty the Moth Martinez and PJ Black. I just realized that you can find that panel online on Lucha Underground's YouTube channel.
I was about to say they're about to post it. I don't know when they are, but I sent them the footage.
It is
was so
posted.
good.
Oh, I'm so happy. That makes me very happy.
It's very, very exciting. It was a super, super fun panel. I did not find, however, I was hoping to find our Mario Kart session.
That was awesome, too.
Oh, I can give you that footage if you want
And
it.
that would be.
I can give you that footage. It was
We also
tragic.
had a special segment where Daniel Radford hosted while myself and Taya and Marty the Moth tried to figure out how to play Mario Kart on Switch.
It was unbelievable. I was like, oh, we'll just do the easiest thing. Like, because we went through all these games that we could do, and I was like, Mario Kart. Everyone knows Mario Kart.
If it had been on
Apparently,
any,
Taya does not.
if it had been
No.
on any other system, I think we would have had a much easier time.
That's
but
true.
the
And it was on the
Switch-
tiny one.
Exactly. It was on the little Joy-Cons. Yeah.
You should have seen Rooker try to play it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Michael Rooker
Well,
tried
and
to play it. It was awful.
He had broken his arm, hadn't he?
He got surgery in his arm, broke his leg.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he loves to jump off things. It's his favorite thing to do.
I love Michael Rooker.
Oh my
What you doing there, boy?
god. Too real.
Guys, let's talk Lucha Underground.
Please.
We're talking, I believe this is episode 8. I didn't check. I didn't do my math. I say this every week.
8?
They all
I
blur
think so. I'm
together.
pretty sure. It's definitely, yeah.
I think it might be 6.
No, it's definitely
No,
not
it's
6.
past 6 for sure.
Yeah, you've been gone a minute.
for a while.
Oh,
You've
I'm
been gone a
so
minute.
happy to be back.
The ranks of the Reptiles. Speaking of the Reptiles, let's talk the Reptile tribe. Daaga taking on the Worldwide Underground's PJ Black.
Yeah,
in
New
our
Gear
opener.
Daaga.
New Gear Daaga.
New Gear Daaga. I love a
New look, new me.
back. Yeah, yes. New year, new dog.
New Year, new dog. It's the year of the dog, but
Year-
DAJ.
He was,
Yeah.
He was
DAG.
missing snakeskin boots.
Yeah,
He
oh my
should
god,
have
those
snakeskin
boots.
Those boots.
Killer boots,
were
man.
so good. I just realized you saying that this was the first match that it was bookended with
With
the
yeah.
Reptiles versus the Worldwide
The
Underground.
Reptiles' war with the Worldwide Underground has kind of been the one consistent through line since episode 1,
Yes.
since Aztec Warfare.
Aztec Warfare. Which we also saw the winner. Oh, no, wait. I'm thinking of the Gift of the Gods.
There
Mixing
you go.
things up. My bad.
There you go.
I was thinking of Dragon Azteca and the Gift of the Gods. Pardon me.
We'll talk about this later, but I just love what he did this episode.
Dragon Azteca? We will get
get
to that
there.
for sure. What did you guys think of this match?
It was fine. Pacing was slow. I think that they're both. I like that they were doing more grappling though.
Sure.
I appreciate that because we see a lot of like lucha style wrestling, obviously in Lucha Underground. Makes
Right.
sense. But I like the grapples.
Right,
I
right,
appreciate
right.
that. And when they got down on the mat, the pacing was better when it was just like move after move, but for some reason it was like it felt weird at the start.
It was a
I
little
wonder if
bit-
it was cut up.
I think that could be. That could
Oh
be.
yeah,
Like, for
that makes
time.
sense.
I know
TV time
Lucha Underground,
constraints.
they don't do it as much as like WSX did back in the
Oh,
day.
God.
W sex.
You know, WSX.
They put a scrolling
A little ticker.
disclaimer
Oh, that's
because
right.
they didn't have time to put a disclaimer at the beginning of the show.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah.
So they just scroll it.
There were cool
on the
moments in that
screen.
show, but yeah, and I did like at least that Matt Striker kind of called attention to that fact
Yeah.
that it's two guys that are kind of primarily known for being a little bit more high flying, but taking it take it to the bridge.
Yeah, to the bridge. I wonder why that is. I wonder why they did that. Like, I don't know. It felt like an instruction. Like, it didn't feel, I don't know.
Interesting,
Felt like somebody was like, hey, take this one easy, guys.
right? Which could that could be the
Taking
case.
it easy is striking and kicking the crap out of
I
each
will
other with
say-
elbows and kicks.
They were
Obviously.
beating the piss out of each other.
Obviously,
Still.
they're still great, and it was still a great match,
Sure.
obviously.
Take
But
it easy, put him in the pendulum, and just swing him so his head hits the turnbuckle.
Pendulum is such a ridiculous
That move, that's so classic
It's-
SmackDown versus Raw.
Yeah, it is.
Like, create a wrestler. Oh, pick this move, and then you can only do it in the corner.
Or
and it
that's
sucks.
like, do you remember the games where you could create your own finisher and just creating a finisher that was like 12 animations long
yeah, it was
just
so
to
good.
mess with your opponent?
It's basically
It's
God.
just
what
10 uppercuts to the balls
man.
and then like a power bomb.
I never had the patience to
so
do my own
Shinsuke
sequence.
Nakamura's stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's
but not
that,
as good.
That's what I liked about like just going in and just doing it really quick. Just like, all right, 10 punches to the dick and then maybe a neck breaker.
There was a sequence in this match where it was at least 6 pins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like pin.
I love
pin,
stuff like
roll
that.
Over,
Yeah, me too.
crucifix,
I like
roll
that
into
too.
another thing, roll into another thing.
Mm-hmm.
That
like
was
that
really
too.
cool. And then rolls him into this weird submission that's like a crucifix arm lock type thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think
he taps out.
you mentioned it while we were watching. Like the anaconda vice is a layup.
Yeah.
If you're part of the I just got a lot, honey.
Oh, I know, me too.
if you're part of the reptile tribe, you know.
Yeah.
Why not?
But it looked like there was a little bit kind of elements of that move here, but along with that grounded crucifix. But Daaga gets the win, more for bragging rights than anything else. Nothing's really on the line.
No.
At one point during this match, PJ Black misses a moonsault. Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, but
they
that was
get a close
intentional.
up.
For some reason, okay.
Oh, let's talk about the moonsault.
Well, okay. So first, before we get to that, okay, yeah, we're gonna get to that. But the camera angle of that was such that it didn't. I know he did move. I know Daaga did move.
Yeah.
It looked like he didn't.
looked like PJ
It
overshot
looked like
it.
it was just magic.
It looked like he just jumped into the middle of the ring. But it looked intentional because it was so off.
Like he was being called to the Aztec crest in the middle of the ring.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like mid-air, it was just like...
But let's
Like a
talk
magnet.
about the reaction shot
So-
to that
Yeah.
Oh, let's cut to the one man in the crowd with an eye patch. That looks like what did you
Which-
say?
He just looks like an off-duty villain. I love. But he
Just
also
a
had a
super
big
villain on
bald
his day
head.
off.
Right.
He had a scar on his face.
He had a unique look, is what we're saying.
I love you. If you are watching this, get at me.
My thing is that he
Slide in the DMs.
he looked like the deacon from Waterworld.
Oh my
Absolutely.
god. Minus the
my
goggle
whole
patch.
thing. Yeah.
So I maintain
Right.
off-duty
Oh,
villain.
definitely.
right. I'm just trying to say we're not trying to say anything about people with eye patches.
Oh my god! I just dated a guy with. I just went on a date with a guy with an eye patch last Thursday.
He just looked like Dennis Hopper from Waterworld. That's
I'm
all.
partial to eye patches.
Right.
I
Absolutely.
am. They're great.
They're great.
I want to hear more about this guy.
It was
later.
leather. Amazing. And it
That's
had no
pretty dope.
strap.
Make
It
him
just
sweat.
was on his face.
Whoa.
It was incredible.
It's like Robin's mask and
Yeah,
Batman.
he got
Or like
brain
Morpheus's
surgery.
glasses.
Yes.
How do they stay?
Right?
How did it stay?
No.
Anyway.
Homer Moon cuts one of the best promos ever after this
Which
match.
we haven't heard her speak on the mic very much.
No.
Not
yeah.
Thus
live,
far.
too.
Right.
Maybe in backstage.
In vignettes, yeah.
But not live. Which
And
was
not
a
for
great,
not that amount of
Yeah,
time.
which was a great promo after there's a whole battle with kendo sticks and the Snake Tribe.
Oh
and
man,
the Worldwide Underground beating the
so
crap out
much
of each other.
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is where we see Vibora take this nasty spill out of the ring.
Oh boy.
Wait, but before that, there's the 5-man tower, which was pretty
Oh,
nice.
You like?
Well,
no,
that was in the trios
rabbit
match.
tread.
Oh wow.
We'll get to that.
That was in the
Whoa.
rabbits.
We'll get to that.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. I was like, I just saw a bunch of people. I
We'll
don't know.
tend to the rabbits, Rachel. We'll tend to
Sorry,
the
my
rabbits.
brain
Right.
doesn't work linear timeline.
So in this kind of post match fracas, I guess you could call it. We find out that next week...
Can you describe the fracas?
A fracas. What's that from? That's good. Next week, we're going to get an 8-man... Oh, I wish we had Teddy's music queued up. We're going to have an 8-man tag team match playa. All 4 of the Worldwide Underground taking on the Reptile tribe. Although, that may change by the end of this episode. We will get to that. A lot to talk about in this episode, y'all.
Oh, man.
The boy took a nasty spill on the apron.
Mm-hmm.
It hurt his... well, that's...
So basically, it looked like he reverse skinned the cat.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, he's holding the top rope. He gets double clothesline.
Almost like kind of how like Farouk used to get out of the ring.
Which is crazy.
You know? Yeah.
Oh.
That is kind of a reverse skin the cat.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And then he's
He put
standing
the
there
skin
for
back
this.
on the cat.
He unflayed the cat. It was an unflay. Yeah, classic unflay.
He's just standing there
Flay
for this
queen.
whole
Yes.
promo with his arm just in pain.
I know, but he was fine and he didn't put it up or anything. He was just
He
like,
just held it there.
I'm strong.
He's a tough boy.
Strong like bull. Or like a lizard.
Or like a lizard. He could just grow another one.
Strong like lizard.
Oh, man.
Exactly.
I know my lizard strong didn't feed him for 3 days. Came back and he was like, I'm okay. He's strong.
You didn't have anyone checking in on him or anything?
Well, you know. He's okay.
Well, all right. Now we'll get to the rest of the show in a minute, but AfterBuzzers, this network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, and that's everything from drama to reality TV to sci-fi and more. There's absolutely no network that works harder to serve TV fans, but we need your help. See, we're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our YouTube channels. Now, by subscribing to our channel, YouTube is going to suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and by doing that, you're going to help AfterBuzz continue to grow just like we've been doing. And hey, if you're worried about those pesky notifications, don't be, because those bad boys are optional. Just click those right off. It's 2018 technology, guys. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now for this channel and check out our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels while you're at it. Let us know you did so in the comments. We'll thank you on air. I swear I will start remembering to do that soon. Mark was here and he was helping me out with that, but now I've left on my own devices and I can't quite remember to see if you guys have done that. But please do. Even if we don't, we thank you and we love you. But for now, thank you so much for being the best fans and for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk.
What's the ESPN thing? You know the ESPN
That's sports.
Are you talking about SportsCenter?
Is that on
No,
ESPN?
no, no.
Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun.
Yeah! I want to start drawing on stuff.
AfterBuzz.
And
AfterBuzz.
then here's where
Like the John Madden illustrator.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
So is it Willie and Katrina? Is that what's
Yeah.
next? Okay,
That's
let's
what's
talk.
the vignette,
Let's
yeah.
talk the Mac and Katrina.
I love.
Well, we learned a
They need to
lot.
put a bell on you, girl.
Yeah, I know. Just saying what we're all thinking. Like, well, where'd you come from?
Just
Willie-
pure
Willie is great with
unadulterated
that.
Mac. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Total Willie right there.
I'll drop his ass without a second thought. Hold up.
Hold up.
I love that story. It's my favorite Willie Mack
Remember how
story.
you do?
Y'all remember Nick Arcade?
Nobody knows what we're talking about.
I feel like we've talked about it before. All you need to know is that Willie Mack loves 90s TV.
Yeah.
Like, loves it. He's got a pretty amazing t-shirt design in his store that says, what is it? The Secret World of Willie Mack. I'm pretty
I
sure.
love that.
Alex
It's
Mack.
pretty awesome.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great
yeah.
stuff.
Well, basically, we learned that Willie Mack's cousin.
Yes. Oh, man. Let's talk about this because I've been revisiting the Lucha Underground comic books the last couple of weeks.
Oh, dope.
And that's where Big Rick, unfortunately, bit the big one. Was in a one-off comic book. He was killed by the Disciples of Death, and then his skull was used in Mil Muertes' throne way back
Yeah.
in, was that season 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we haven't really heard about Big Rick since then,
No.
but we see his skull just hanging out in the Max locker.
Well, he's another patch boy.
Yeah.
He's another patch boy.
And he's a
A lot of patch action. A lot of
patch
action.
A lot of patch action.
You know,
I love that. Yeah, well, that was really silly and funny.
it was, yeah.
I do love the way she like bully opened the locker.
Just kind of like hit it.
She
that was
Fonzied the
like
shit out of it.
that was a Fonzie move, wasn't it? I
It was.
I was about to say AC Slater,
Yeah.
but it was much more the Fonz.
Fonz, yeah. It was much cooler than that.
It was so.
Yes, indeed.
It was so. That skull, like, she hits it. I'm expecting, like, oh, it's going to look badass.
That skull
Like,
was
looked like-
pristine.
that
It looks
skull
like
looked like
plastic.
something from Are you afraid of the
It
dark?
was straight up like they bought it at Party
was
City
lit.
like last
it had
week.
the cigar in the mouth.
There was like red smoke coming out of it. Like, okay.
I submit this for the approval of the Midnight Society.
Yeah.
Just like,
Just like dump it in tea or something. Like age it a little bit, you know?
Spill that tea.
Spill the tea on the skull. Right on the skull.
poltergeist style, go get our real one.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
It also
Why not?
had something in its mouth.
A cigar.
The
Oh, it was a
cigars.
cigar.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
a
yeah.
cigar.
Big
Okay, okay.
Rick's.
I thought it was like a
Big Rick's thing.
I thought it was TNT. But it was because of the red
And
smoke.
the red was like, it was dynamite.
I was like, that's weird.
And it was gonna blow up, and the Mac was just gonna, his face was just covered in soot.
It turns into a Wile E. Coyote bomb, like an Acme choke.
Acme sticking
Back a
dynamite.
wah, wah, I. Well,
He's
yeah.
just like,
Holds up a sign that says "Help" before it explodes.
It's just, you know, I'm happy. I'm not happy. Why would I say I'm happy he's dead? I'm not happy he's dead.
No,
I'm not happy he's dead.
R.I.P. to Big Rick. It's
I'm-
been a few seasons,
It
but
seems like an interesting.
still miss you.
It's like what now?
Right,
What now?
right.
He
Maybe-
gets vengeance for his cousin's
and I
death?
think
maybe
actually,
he starts carrying that skull to the ring.
Cool.
Back into it.
Like
Maybe.
Hamlet.
Yeah.
now that you mentioned, that's funny. Now that you mention that, like, did the Mac hasn't even really mentioned Big Rick this entire
It's a weird
time?
way to bring him back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Like he didn't know that Big Rick was dead until this moment.
Yeah.
But
But now it's like, well, okay, shit, okay.
right,
Like,
exactly.
What now?
Right.
I guess I'll just continue doing what I was doing and beating people up.
Yeah, you know.
Unless he's gonna kill someone.
But
man.
Killshot was also part of that group, right?
So I was just gonna say there definitely dissension between Killshot and Willie.
Yes.
well, sure, we saw that in the
So-
match too.
What if Katrina frames Killshot for killing Rick?
Well, she said that it was Mill.
Yeah, I think they were
Yeah.
claiming, even
She's
though
like,
Is she
Don't
over
cross
Mill?
him.
She's like moved
even
on
though
from
once
him.
once again
and she's
technically
done with him?
no, I don't think so. I don't
No,
think
she
so.
was like trying to intimidate Willie and be like, Mill is very strong.
yeah,
And
he's a strong boy.
He's a strong boy. Murdered your
He
family.
almost murdered Willie with that power bomb last week on
Oh,
Thursday.
Fadufa.
my God.
Oofa doofa.
That was nuts.
Oofy doofies.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, so I guess that's it.
So I think Katrina is perfectly content to claim that murder.
Sure.
I think they're basically telling the Mac that he is marked because he cost Mill his shot at the Gift of the Gods title.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I don't know. I'm not. I need more from this storyline.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Like, Mill wants to hurt everybody.
Right. And I think for Katrina being involved and for this new version of Katrina that's kind of like newly enlivened.
Yes.
Like I think there needs to be a little bit more.
I think she's much. I'm not gonna say that, but I think she's like, she is a direct response to the way the world is changing, and she's much bolder now, and she's much more of like a bossy business lady as opposed to like
Interesting.
what she was before, which is like, ooh, I'm a lick a lady.
I don't think that much has changed in that department though.
To me, it has, and the
'Cause
way
I think-
I intake it, it has.
Because I feel like she's always been basically in charge of Mill.
No, she's been in charge, but it's just the way she presents herself is just different.
She's not as seductive anymore.
Hi.
Um,
Yeah, no, I mean, I just appreciate what she's doing this season. But I don't understand the storyline. I don't understand the point.
do you think she can still go into the spirit world? We're in the spirit world now.
I don't think so. I think obviously the main thing that changed is that she's basically alive. Like
She's
she
alive
took
now.
she
Yeah.
took Phoenix's life force, whatever that means. But I think it's going to be kind of a monkey's paw scenario where she has this life force, but she doesn't have access to the powers that she used to.
Yeah.
And so while I understand the story and where it's going, I feel like it's too simple for Lucha Underground.
It is.
It needs a little bit more of that camp.
So there's no
like we saw at the
chance
end of this episode.
Her communicating with Rick is what I was getting at.
Oh boy.
Maybe that's why they brought Rick back up, and now she's gonna tell Willie, Rick says this, you need to do this.
Maybe
He's
Rick is
talking
the-
to me beyond the
know.
grave kind of thing.
Maybe Rick comes back, he's the only one who can defeat Mill. Because he's also kind of dead.
Maybe. But
No, I'm just trying to figure out a point.
Yeah, I mean, like the point is simple. The
With
point,
Lucha, it could be in 4 seasons from now.
Yeah, that's true.
If you're talking about the point is Willie cost Mill the title, and now he's pissed and he's gonna beat him up.
It's just
like,
so
that's
simple.
The point.
You're right. It's
yeah.
just so simple that
But
I'm like,
it's-
that can't be it.
Yeah, exactly.
Layers. It's
but maybe
gotta
it
have
is.
layers. This is underground.
Yeah, we need more ghosts, is what we're saying.
We did see an Indiana Jones vignette at the end, so
We
maybe
did.
it is that
God.
simple.
We need to dust
Can't wait
off.
to get to
We
that.
need to dust off Jeremiah Crane's Ouija board.
Oh my god.
Then we can talk to Big Rick.
We need to dust
I love
off
this
Jeremiah
here.
Crane.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. So
More,
as
please.
Tekka cuts this promo in the ring about how he's
Yes.
the Gift of the Gods champ,
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
gonna defend it. He's gonna be the next Lucha Underground champ.
Right. And
Yeah.
I know this isn't a hot take, and I know that we've talked about this on the show before, but one of my favorite things about Lucha, and I feel like you guys feel the same, is that they're not afraid to like let people cut promos in their native languages.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
Like even if people don't know exactly what they're saying, there's enough there and enough conveyed that people get it.
It's like Eddie Izzard. I am a donut.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, seriously.
But if you say it
Yeah.
with such
Because
conviction-
like
I think they understand conviction, and if you can't, like, that's universal. But also, like, if you can't convey conviction because it's your second language
Right.
and you're not able to express yourself the way that you want to,
Right.
it's not going to be as effective. So it just
Exactly, yeah.
makes sense.
Right, because I feel like, and not to get on too much of a tangent, but I feel like guys like Shinsuke Nakamura and,
Yeah.
and people like Asuka, they would be far more kind of impactful characters if they were allowed to cut promos in Japanese.
Right.
You know?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And that just have you seen this Suzuki promo?
No, I
Where he's
haven't.
backstage and he like almost makes a cameraman shit himself.
I gotta see that.
Dude, I'll tweet it to you.
I gotta see
It
that.
was-
Suzuki's a
I
badass.
would have died.
So we get this promo. It's about half in English, half in Spanish. Just kind of Dragon Azteca is hell bent on defending that title, and he's going to cash it in the main event of Ultima Lucha.
I love a pure promo.
But he has
I
to
love
defend it every week up until
Every
then.
week until then,
That's
therein
a-
lies
that's
the
a lot,
rub.
riding on the line.
I
there.
don't think.
You don't think he's going to hold on to it? No. I don't think so either. It's such a long way to go. I feel like he might get close.
He's also not going to have a hero's journey. It's better for him if he loses it. It's better for him.
It's always a more effective story for a pure babyface to chase a title than it
That's
is
what
for
he
him to
is.
defend it. Yeah.
Come out in jeans and a hoodie. Like, I see you. Pulling at my heartstrings with your little mask. I see you.
And part of the Eagle Tribe.
Yeah.
That's another thing that I've liked about this season is there's been more attention paid to the actual 7 Aztec tribes and what they are and what they represent.
Kind of what we were promised last season.
Is that? Oh yeah, a little bit.
Good, well,
We
because
kinda
the whole promo for last season, the whole trailer for last season was all about the tribes,
Right.
Presenting the tribes, and then we didn't get any tribe
And then I
action.
think we got a little bit sidetracked by the Gauntlet and by the Councilman and by
I hope I
that
hope
whole
this
kind of saga.
Yeah, I like the direction this is going in.
Yeah, definitely. So we've got trios action.
Yeah.
Trios titles on the line. The Mac, Killshot, and Son of Havoc defending against the Rabbit Tribe.
Yay!
Those loony rabbits.
Loved it. And as I know you noticed, Paul London's his new floppy rabbit ears.
I love it.
Awesome black gear that he has.
That's
Oh,
pretty awesome. I'm all in on Dark Paul London for sure.
Oh yeah. He's like a spooky Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
Spooky Elvis.
Exactly. Well, it's like when Matt Stryker asked Vampiro what classic wrestler he would have reminded him of, and he said Lux Interior from
Yeah.
the Cramps. Like,
Oh yeah.
it makes sense.
It does, but I also appreciate that was clearly a setup for him to be like, nobody. So then he could be like, you're right. He's so unique. Because then he said it anyway. And he's like, no, he gave you somebody.
No, he
told you
said somebody.
Matt Stryker does so much of like trying to dance around things, and
Well,
Vamp's just like
he
hey,
tries
this.
He tries to sort of guide Vamp in certain directions, and
Yeah.
Vamp isn't really yes-anding with him.
Yeah.
He's not much of an improviser.
Vamp's the guy that pulls the gun in improv class.
Like this.
Give me all your money.
Is that a thing in improv class that
Well,
you're
you
not
have to
supposed
hold
to
a
do?
gun. This is how you hold a gun.
But
you don't
also,
hold a gun like this.
But also just the idea, the idea of
But
pulling
my
a gun.
finger is now a gun.
The idea of pulling a gun in improv class has always been seen as kind of hacky because it automatically gives the person all the power.
you jump to the
and
shark.
You just kind of castrate the other person in the scene.
He's Vamp, the great
Unless
castrator.
they're like, I got a bazooka.
Yeah, exactly. And then it just becomes luck bing.
Yeah.
Grenade.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a lot of fun. I'm glad we're doing this. Yeah, no, this match was great. This is yeah.
This is the one with the Tower of Doom that you
This
were
is
talking
the one
about.
with the Tower of Doom. I really love that. And
is
I
it
know
called?
that it's just like a gimmick. Like I know that it's just kind of fun thing that doesn't really mean anything, but I love it.
Yeah.
Matt
Yeah,
Striker
right.
called it London Falling, which was great.
That's really
Yep,
great.
So great.
Yep.
I loved his cell Paul's cell afterwards too.
Just straight up.
they just
Yeah, exactly.
that's my favorite cell.
right,
His
right.
getting super kicked and then like toes barely keeping him hanging
Oh
off
god.
the end.
Yes.
And then,
And then Killshot running
The double
And then the
stomp.
double
stomping him,
stomp. Oh,
followed up by another double stomp off.
yeah, Killshot's whole double stomp flurry.
Sequence was crazy.
that was
pretty awesome.
amazing.
Just murdering everyone.
I want that to be his new thing.
And I think that aspect of this story, sort of this side story with him and the Mac, is a lot more compelling with Killshot, like basically overcompensating and going like, look, I'm the leader of this team.
Yeah.
I get to do all the cool moves.
Yeah. Which is why I think we didn't see almost any Son of Havoc in this match.
A little bit. A
He
little
did
bit.
this
Rarely.
badass mushroom double stomp where he
Yeah, I
literally
think
like
you missed
stomps
that.
one guy and then stomps
think I
the other
missed
guy.
that.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
he did
yeah.
a
When
moonsault.
was that?
You were looking at
They're
your phone.
both
That's
in the,
fine.
they're
Was
both in the
it?
corner.
I was really not looking at my phone.
No,
Is that-
no, yeah, you were.
You like looked at me looking at my phone. Oh my god!
It's okay. It's okay, Rachel. We forgive you.
I love doing this show with my dad. It's so fun.
I mean, heaven forbid we watch the show we're talking about.
Listen to me. I am speaking of the episode. Am I not?
She knew the name.
I gotta go. You guys are so awful. This
love
is
you.
not
I'm so
fun.
glad you're back.
I'm so glad to be here. I love being patronized to. Pardon me. I almost said the wrong one.
Right, of course.
So Willie
Anyway.
Mack hits this crazy frog splash where he looks like he murders both his knees.
And, oh god, yeah.
And his standing
then-
moonsault. Oof.
Oh, he
did that.
I wrote Willie doing Willie things, which is his
Right.
whole.
Willie Mack's standing moonsault is my favorite thing in all of wrestling. I
It's
saw it for
pretty
the
awesome.
first time at Championship.
Why do we call it a Samoan drop? We shouldn't call it anymore.
We should call it a Willie Mack, Los Angeles downtown, specifically
Right.
Royal Heights drop. That rolls off the tongue.
Naturally.
Killshot sneaks the tag and takes the pin from Willie.
Right.
Not from Willie,
He's
but
in charge.
steals the pin from Willie.
Right. But yeah,
They
to
retain the
that
titles,
point from
yeah.
Havoc, we saw a very cool suicide dive, a very fast suicide
Killshot's
dive.
like,
Yeah.
go,
Right,
Go.
do it.
Yeah.
Your thing.
dive, man.
It's time.
Yeah,
And then Killshot at the end of the match said, I am the team.
I'm the captain now.
I am the captain. He took the belts and he threw it at him. It's rude.
Right,
Rude.
very rude.
Do you think Willie's like, no, man, you got mine. This one's
What are you, HR shoving stuff?
You see Mac and Son of Havoc at the end be like, oh, is this your turn?
The three they have to spend like 10 minutes going like, wait, hang on,
no.
shit.
Which match was it that was all Groucho Marxy? Was it?
That was that
That was
match.
this one.
Yeah.
That was this one.
Wait, that was-
They kept on like why was it? What
It's
did I
goofy
say?
and funny, and you
It
laugh.
was very goofy and funny, and I laughed. There was a moment though where like four people. Oh, it was the Son of Havoc moment that you said I was looking at my phone for. It was very goofy
Why? What was goofy?
because people kept popping up, and then he kept putting them back down. They kept popping up again.
That wasn't the
It
moment.
was like ding 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 ding. I like it.
Is it like a whack-a-mole?
Yeah,
Okay.
whack-a-mole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Main event.
Main event time. We got mystery partners, y'all.
yeah. Well, do
Well,
we?
I mean, a mystery partner, singular.
Yeah.
Cage.
This graphic.
Ugh, I know. We got Cage and Pentagon Dark
Yeah.
picking mystery partners.
Yeah.
Cage picks King Cuerno. Pentagon says, don't need one.
No.
Well, turns out he's wrong.
We thought it was going to be bad guy Tito or shaking maracas.
Guest Maraca-ing and Metalachi.
Never explained.
I feel like that's going to come up at some
And we
point.
know it
It
was him
must.
because he smiled and we saw your tooth.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Well, we knew it was him before that.
We would know that too
That was
anyway.
confirmed.
Well, your whole face was showing, so we knew it
Yeah.
was him. Yeah, that's crazy.
So we'll see.
He wasn't in it in the main event.
No.
Yeah.
We'll see how that comes around
Did
if
they
it
fire him?
does.
They're like, man, you're shaking maracas. You're throwing us all off beans.
We got fired.
We gave him maracas that didn't even have beans.
He was trying for a different job, and he's like, "Oh man, because I have to be a wrestler. Wanted to shake these maracas."
This is taped all the way before when he had dreams of being in Metalachi.
He was 14.
Just a giant.
Oh man, never had a tooth.
No, it's never there.
So it's going to be 2
So
on
it was
1.
basically as a
2-on-1.
handicap match, Cage and King Cuerno with his man, I missed that deer head.
Oh,
That thing's
was
so
cool.
dope.
That was very cool.
I was talking to Rachel. If this was your gimmick everywhere you went and you had to travel with that, how awful would that be?
Right.
Because it
Terrible.
didn't look comfortable when
No,
he was walking
and
to
that's
the ring
gonna
with
take
it
up
on.
that's gonna take up a lot of luggage
Oh, that
space
needs
too.
to
I also,
bag.
again, we'll get to this, but I also love the end where he's like, "All right," and he like took his hand. He's like,
He's like, oh,
okay.
that's
Cage
my
is like,
job.
You're no longer needed here. Thank you very much.
Very
Yep.
weird.
Take my head.
Hits
and go
him,
home.
hits him with the thrill to kill. Opens it up for Cage to hit him with the Steiner screwdriver.
Yeah.
Ain't getting up from this one.
I want to know why they're so cordial.
Who, Cage and Cuerno?
Yeah, Cage's character has changed a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and also last season, most of it he was kind of overtaken by the power of the gauntlet.
Oh,
Didn't
maybe he's
Cuerno
sweet
steal
now.
the gauntlet from him?
No, the gauntlet was on the line in Ultima Lucha when it was Cage, Mil Muertes, and
Yes.
Jeremiah Crane.
Yeah.
And then Cuerno stole it from Mil Muertes.
Okay.
That's what
I
it was.
just remember Cuerno stealing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause-
so they both hate Mil Muertes.
Exactly, yeah. Because Mil won it in that match, and then when he was posing, when he was doing his little Roman Reigns pose, lights went out. Cuerno
Yeah.
took it.
That makes more sense as to why they are so cordial to each other.
Sure. Common
Because
enemy.
especially at the end, where they were like, "All right, well, see you
right, well,
later." That's that's zero ego.
Text me when you get
Yeah,
home.
Tell
love you.
Melissa hi.
They're going to split some bagel bites
You
and some
see,
Modelo later.
you see Cuerno go off and be like, "Oh, I'm so happy for you, Mel," and then walk into the back. See you later, King.
They're just buds.
They're really buds.
They're just super
It really
tight
came off that
buds.
way. Like, I feel like if you are of a certain size, you're just friends with everybody else that size.
That's fair.
Like big old muscle boys.
Imagine Brian Cage just braiding Cuerno's hair.
His newly long hair. Yeah, exactly.
He still has the mask on. He's just braiding.
While Cuerno's like stuffing an animal
Yeah.
or something like that.
Oh, we love it.
It's very sweet. Those are the vignettes we want to see.
Oh man, we gotta get Cage on here. He's never been on, right? Except for right
He
there.
hung out.
Yeah, only on the couch.
Only on the
And
couch.
made a sneak appearance when Melissa's like, get up here.
That's right.
He wanted to talk.
People didn't believe he was here.
I know. Yeah, no, this match was fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I forgot how good Pentagon is.
Right.
I really did. I think that for a while I was like, I don't get it. I don't get why. Wait, what?
You're insane.
I didn't mean to say that. Okay, you know what I meant
it
though.
back.
You know what I meant.
No, I get
For a
it.
while,
Yeah.
he was kicking the shit out of both of them.
Sure,
Like, it
sure.
started off like chop, chop, kick, kick, knocking
Yeah.
them all over. It's like, damn, is this a handicap match
So
or like a
quick.
2-on-1?
So
There
quick.
is one moment that really got my attention is, he's kind of getting the upper hand. Cage launches him in the air, and then
Yeah.
Cuerno just knees him right out of midair.
I thought they were going to do a 3D.
A 3D? Right.
What's that? Show me.
Oh, yes, we brought the figure.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, yay.
One guy
So,
holds the
hang
guy
on, you
like
need
this.
another guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
And then this guy would catch him in a stunner. And they
Oh,
go like
cool,
that.
cool,
The
cool.
Dudleys.
The Dudley Boys.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why it's called the 3D, the Deadly Death Drop.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah.
I miss
They
them.
also do the Pentagon sign.
Oh, that's right, huh? It all comes full circle.
Weird.
All right.
Do they know that?
I mean, they don't do this.
They
this.
don't.
No, I know.
It's just
the like the
they
down.
do that. It's okay.
Yeah, it's all okay.
And now John Cena
Table
does that.
time.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess everybody
This
does
last vignette was
this is wild.
that. Yeah, it
On
some
really
Indiana
overshadowed.
We
Jones.
could do a whole episode on this one vignette.
I kind of want this like in a full length like
Feature.
feature version.
I feel like I haven't seen vignettes like this since season 2 for some reason. Last season we got a lot of good stuff, but
It was-
I haven't. It was meaty.
But it was
long.
but it was very serious.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I mean this kind of towed the line. Like this wasn't super campy. It wasn't like into like some Vinny Massaro territory.
It was good.
It was really good.
And I love the Indiana Jones fanfic.
Sure.
I'm here for it. Like I loved all of it. I really liked all of
Right.
it.
So basically Johnny Mundo, Taya, they track down where the kind of reptile tribe's lair is, lower themselves in. He's got
It's
a
even
full
more
on.
underground than Lucha Underground.
Yeah.
That is a very good point. I wish that would have been one of their one-liners. But they sneak in. Drago is chained up. Vibora is just hanging out by himself. No clue where Daaga or Cobra Moan would have been.
Oh,
Cobra
they
Moan?
said
Cobra
it at
Moon.
the beginning.
Cobra
They said at the
Snake
beginning.
Moan.
They
What did they-
I can't remember what they said,
Uh-huh.
but they said something they sent them to look for something. They were like,
Okay.
Oh, they went to
what
like a
was it?
snake
Good point.
ball or something.
yeah.
Well, that's.
They're like,
I think that's
they're
why
gonna find
I
out
was.
that there's no such thing as
Yeah.
a snake
I was
ball.
trying to wrap my head around that, like, snake ball. What?
Yeah. Oh, that's cute. Like they get all
you are
dressed
cordially
up.
invited to
I
this.
was to
Is
the
that what
snake
it
ball.
was?
That's what
That's very
we
funny.
need to see that.
Because he didn't mention that in the promo after the match at the
Just-
beginning of the show, right?
No.
No,
That's
I
hilarious.
need to see them in like a
Oh,
little
like-
like tails and
No,
stuff.
for sure.
Like
And
a
it's all
prom
snake
picture?
skin. Yeah, for sure.
Like a prom picture.
Yeah, okay.
That's very,
I love
very
that.
good.
But they rope down into there. They like school gym down into there,
School
and then
gym.
they slay.
They slay
Yeah.
Queen.
They're
slay
about to
Queen,
get
slay.
slayed.
Right. Oh, yeah.
He super
Vibora
kicks the shit.
super kicks Ty in the middle of the face.
Yes.
Takes her down. There's a little bit of a fight sequence between Johnny and Vibora. And then a
Yeah.
little bit, just a little
He's about to
bit.
choke him
pew.
to death.
But then Taya with the baseball bat,
Yeah.
I think kneecaps
She
him.
kneecaps him.
And then,
He says, "You gonna kneecap
Yeah.
him again?"
yeah.
No.
No. Get the big blade. Where'd you get that?
That's
Right.
what Daaga
Well, that was
cut
Daaga's
off
sword.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hindar's head with.
Yeah.
That's, what,
That's
yeah,
like the
yeah.
ceremonial beheading
yeah.
sword.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the He-Man. I have the power.
It
sword
is.
right
It
there.
is.
Does that mean anything?
What's
like
that?
the fact that it's the ceremonial sword? Does that mean?
I mean,
anything?
it's not like
Like, will it mean anything? Do you think, or no? It's just that
not
she
necessarily.
killed him.
I think it's just a big
Yeah.
fancy sword.
And you could see him holding his arm the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I did like that head at the end. So she
Yeah.
beheads him.
Right.
Off with his head.
Yeah. And then Johnny's like, "That was so hot," and I was like, "Yeah,
And
you're
they
right."
kissed a couple times.
Did you see me when they kissed?
No.
I accidentally went. I didn't mean to, and I was like, "No."
And of course, I love like the green blood, like
Oh,
when
yeah.
we see the stump of Vibora's neck.
Oh, on the
Well-
camera, that's a good touch.
Yeah. Oh, that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
This being a backstage vignette and not a match, how different do you think it is choreographed and shot? So, like that super kick, for
Very
example,
different.
it looked amazing. Do you think they had to do that 4 times to get the right angle, or
Maybe.
have
Yeah,
it
probably.
just right?
Probably.
Because there
Yeah.
are moments in this fight scene that showed like Vibora's perspective of headbutting Johnny,
Right.
and Johnny's
Well,
like,
and I
"Oh,
think
shit."
the choreography itself wouldn't be much different than kind of planning out a match. It's just the cinematography of it, checking out like, okay, what's the best angle for the super
Right.
kick?
doing your opening
You're
spot
able
4
to.
times.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're able to scout a shot, so you're able to say like, okay, from this angle, you can't see the space between it.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that makes a lot of
yeah.
sense. And if you're able to shoot something more than once, like, why wouldn't you?
Right. Right.
This is wrestling.
Exactly. Yeah. If we were able to in wrestling, we'd be doing that all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
You'd be like, one more, please.
right.
One more.
Just one. But yeah.
One for safety.
Oh man.
So now I don't know. So next week might be a handicap match. It might be all 4 of Lucha Underground versus the 3 remaining members of the Reptile tribe,
Or they
Who
could
else
bring
is
somebody else
sneaky?
in.
Yeah.
or they could. I don't know who else would be.
Who's the sneaky snake?
Who's a
It's a
sneaky snake?
Who's the sneaky snake, guys?
I don't know. Or
Lotus tribe. What?
Maybe.
I want them to come back. I mean,
Maybe.
it's not going to be. It's obviously not.
no.
No, but like I really miss them.
Yeah. Me too.
Famous B have any homies?
No,
Not
not,
that are-
snaky
not that are
boys.
snaky.
Yeah.
Well, not in the canon of the show, but because Big Bad Steve.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe, or on the other hand, maybe the Reptile tribe will take revenge and maybe take out even temporarily someone from Worldwide Underground.
Santino Marella.
Maybe
Ricky.
maybe sent it with the Cobra. So yeah, who knows?
I'm really excited for what this means. I love this storyline. I'm really happy about
it's
it.
wacky stuff.
And
I love I love
I'm
this aspect of the stories in the temple.
absolutely loving Worldwide Underground's new aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about it. It's Yo MTV Raps.
Very hypercolor.
I'm here for it.
right.
Where was Jack for all this?
he does not like snakes.
Oh yeah.
He hates snakes.
Well, he should have been Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's true.
He
That's
also
true. That's a
hates
good point.
snakes.
That's a good point. Historically, a snake hater.
Predictions?
Let's get into some predictions.
I thought it was
I don't know why
ESPN.
we're-
Buzz TV predictions.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
As far as next week, what matches did they announce? They announced
I think just the tag match and probably a title defense for Dragon
Dragon
Azteca.
Azteca. So is there some sort of order that they're doing this in, or is it just literally anybody?
I
In
think
in
anyone
terms of
who
like
wants to
contendership for the
challenge
Gift of the
him.
Gods title, I don't think there's any established order.
Who would make sense?
Well, I don't know if they're going to do it right away, but I think Marty the Moth is going to go after that belt and Dragon Azteca on a long enough timeline. I don't know if it's going to start next week, but I think last week's stinger with just kind of Mariposa waking him up and making him focus on the title.
I think that it's probably going to be later on because they have a history.
Sure.
I think next week.
Oh, I guess they do have a history, huh?
Yeah.
Next week he'll defend against the other people that were in the match that didn't get to be in Gift of the Gods. How it was like, oh, well, like, now it's a tag match. And now you three lost, so now you're out. So maybe one of them.
Right. Or maybe it could be Mill. It could be maybe Mill finally getting his shot at the belt.
I think that's so soon, though.
It's very soon, yeah.
I don't know.
So we'll see. I don't know. There's not really a lot of, like, disposable talent. I mean, maybe Big Bad Steve, but, like...
Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there really is
The straw man.
What about never remember his name on the show.
Maybe it will be Jake Strong.
What's his name on the show?
Who?
Sunny Kiss.
Oh, Exolicious. Exolicious would be pretty incredible.
I need
What if
more.
He's in the Snake Tribe.
I'd love to see
He
that.
fits their color scheme perfectly.
Pink.
Does
He
he?
wears like the neon crazy
Oh, the
colors.
green and the blues.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Well, I think he's more of a one-man band.
Yeah.
Um, Do you think Vibora's head grows back?
No.
No, I think he's Dunzo. I think
Really?
I think he's Dudsville.
I think he's growing his head back.
You do? When?
I don't know, but I think he's going to grow his head back.
If that is the case, I don't think we'll see it until like the end of Ultima Lucha.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, like he saves?
Maybe.
He he's out for the count.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Let us know what you think about reappearing heads and reptiles and snakes, and tell us if you hate snakes. But that's it for this week. We'll be back here, same time, same channel, next week, talking the next episode of Lucha Underground. Until then, guys, where can they find you?
Oh, we didn't do our special segment of Have You Ever Killed a Snake?
Yes! I've killed many snakes.
Rachel is yes. That's a yes because Rachel's from Texas.
Yeah!
That's
I
a
used
big-
to
Yeah.
do donuts on rattlesnakes' heads.
That's a big no for me. Jimbo, where can they find you?
Find me on Twitter at Jimbo in the Booth.
And have you ever killed any snakes?
I don't believe so. I've seen a snake killed, but I didn't kill it.
You didn't kill it yourself.
How did I
Rachel,
kill it? Oh.
Rachel, where can they find
I'll
you?
ask you later. Twitter and Instagram at Rachel Sam Evans or Rachel Sam Vans. It depends on how your brain works, and I've killed many a snake. And I used to own snakes too, so I like them as well.
that's cool.
You have to kill rattlesnakes or else they'll kill your dogs.
It's nothing personal about snakes.
Rattlesnakes.
My name is Ty Matthews. You guys can find me on all forms of social media at Ty Matthews PMA. You can catch me on Saturdays, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. Check out the Lucha Underground YouTube channel to find my Gamma Ray TV panel with some of the stars of Lucha Underground. It's very, very cool stuff, very awesome stuff. And I think that's it, guys. But until next week, Viva la Lucha!
Viva la lucha!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Keven Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later!
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.